Should be live here. Hello. Let me get the title set and stuff. Software and game dev. Where is it? Cool. Looking a little scruffy today. I need a haircut and a shave. That's okay. Let me switch the... can I switch the camera over? Yes, I can. Okay, so we're going to do some NetHack at the moment. Or actually in a few minutes at least. I have to clean one last thing up from this bit of work. BT. It's better. 0968 live. Live plus clip. Huh. Okay, so there's a double counting. There is a double counting effect. Cool. How do I want to handle this? Hello. Finn, not quite just yet. I need to merge your PR. But I'm trying to think how I want to handle this because I want to do NetHack stuff now. It's just in a really weird state. Let's get your PR merged upstream first, maybe. Oops, this is the wrong browser, isn't it? No, that's fine. Hey, Liberty. Who is this? Is this LLM crap? Yeah, I'm not gonna take a giant copy like this. What the hell? And then there's another. Oh, this is fucking... Hang on. If this all looks LM, I'm just banning this dude. This is total LLM, right? Okay. Obviously, we're not merging random crap from this. Where's my NetHack PR? It is a bit cleaner. Oh, wait, I thought I had a NetHack PR open. No? The PR also has... Huh? Is it this one? Can I merge this yet? PR is fine, don't worry about Viz. So I can merge this, yeah? That's the one, cool. Okay, fine. And obviously we will we'll eventually try to get this out of here. Fine, cool. Thank you, Finn. Would work from the Finn turn. Let's get some NetHack. I really, really want to get some NetHack going in here. Depth config is in NetHack folder. Okay, so you gave me default score, I guess. Um, do I need a new NetHack build or something with this? Easy enough. We do need to figure out, at some point, Finn, like, how tied is Python to the NLE that you're actually using? Can we just easily delete Python from, the NLE dep? Isn't it just C? Oh, look at that beauty. No Python, probably delete. Yeah, that's nice. Python is just straight cancer. Like, it just goes, as soon as you have a little bit of Python, you get Python everywhere. $25, eh? Holy, wait. Only 11% env time? Really? Ugh. Ow. Interesting. Huh? Interesting. I guess we'll leave this up here. Oh, for search 20 here. Like this. Mask run. Async is on. It's still pretty slow. This is just like the config being slow though, man. Funky. Not waiting this long for this. Let me try something real quick. So we need 256 agents times 1K. We're gonna do 512. It's still 24 minutes. Okay. So that's bad. Oops. I did ask for a faster config, if I recall. We definitely want like an 8 GPU config for this. It's a pretty weird setup as well. And I should run this as baseline. It's already 2. Like, I'm doing a 2-hour stream right now. Maybe a little bit over 2 hours. Interesting. We still have algo shenanigans going on here. High off last week of work first. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, I think that just like once you do a good sweep, basically, you have to constrain the sweep so it doesn't spawn a ton of ends and it only uses like 8 cores or whatever, right? Because you need to have it be scalable. So ideally you want it to try to do something efficient with relatively few ends and a relatively small mini batch. 8K at the very max. 4096 would probably be better even. And then what you want to do, right, is then you just run the 8 GPU version, which will essentially get you 8x the batch size and 8x the mini batch size, and otherwise be identical. And then that should get like some ridiculously fast training. That's how we can do stuff in the billions. And we'll see whether this setup I have on my current branch is any good. Morning-ish. Force 40. I would say max. So like in the sweep settings, probably you want to cap it out at like 4096-ish. This is not an exact science yet, by the way, Finn, because like the way that our multi-GPU works, right, is you just get 8x batch and 8x mini batch and 8x envs. So, I mean, technically the best thing would be to sweep at that scale, but you can't really do that, and also like the hardware perf will scale differently. So you kind of just want to assume like, hey, they're going to be diminishing returns to scaling batch and mini batch size. So if we find a reasonably hardware efficient single GPU config at lower batches, then it should be much better if we can scale that with multi-GPU. Yeah, this whole thing I've been working on with off-pol is very screwy. Once you've made an env or two, what would you recommend? Because source code still feels scary. You probably want to do a mid-sized project, is my guess. Like, you want to do a larger env. The CraftX port was an example of that. Terraform is an example of that. Even something like 2048, that ended up actually being an incredibly useful environment. So you can do larger env stuff. If you want to get into research side stuff, you can do that. But note that there's a big jump to getting into research. That's when things get like, I bang my head against stuff that should work for days just to find that like literally top 10 best known papers in the field don't work as you'd expect them to. So we generally definitely need more M's. If you want some examples, right? The CraftX stuff that's going on now, there are a few people working on things around that that's super useful. We're going to directly use that env once it's fast and simpler for research. Valo's RuneScape stuff is going to be a really awesome set of envs. John also has the Fight Caves envs. Those are going to be super useful once they're ready. We have there was a PR opened as well for like a thing in Neural MMO 3 that might make that much better. MMO is still, or rather, MOBA is still relatively open in terms of it being screwy and needing fixes, but I don't want anybody destroying the code of that either. What else we have? Definitely we need self-play M's at the moment. A larger project at the moment that I don't know if I trust a newish contributor to do, but something that I am thinking about now. We kind of need a new Breakout, in the sense that like Breakout used to be the thing that we ran in 30 seconds that was a pretty good test for us. Breakout is now solved in under a second, and like basically anything we do will solve it, so it's no longer a hard enough test. And our next best stuff, like Maze and whatnot, we're still looking at like several minutes, and it's pretty limited. Like, we'd want an env that tests more different types of challenges in RL. The design of that would have to be very intentional, and the difficulty would have to be well calibrated to be something where we can like get a version of it that we can speed run starting at like a minute, let's say, and then try to get that down to 10 seconds over the next few releases. But those specs are going to be inherently pretty vague because that's going to take some fiddling. Yeah, there's still a lot of low-hanging. I mean, it's not even that, yeah, port NES, yeah, there's lots of things. There's lots of low-hanging fruit because basically all the RL lit is so bad and screwy, and the ends are so slow, right? I mean, even porting stuff, right? Even porting existing stuff is pretty nice. Like, just getting us a binding to procgen and then trying to get our conv policy stack on procgen to actually be a reasonable throughput. Like, that's something that somebody with a medium amount of experience could do. I think FBR re-implemented Doom, but literally the actual Doom game has bindings that can get up to like a couple hundred K SPS. So like there is pixel stuff that can be done if you want to do pixel stuff, though it's not super, super fast. I think ProcGen has state, come to think of it. So you can probably do ProcGen from state as well and have that even be way faster. Really, there's a huge, huge amount of stuff that could be done at this moment. Doesn't need much compute either. I would imagine that with Puffer with like a decent pol would just murk ProcGen from state. Okay, we're learning. We're learning. Look at this. Depth 10, depth 15. We're selling things. I disabled run and search 20 here. Any research? We're gonna give this like 2 scroll wheel turns. Ray is awesome. 100k SPS. It was considered fast. Some of the logs don't fit on the dash. Yeah, so we intentionally do that to, like, I intentionally cap the logs like this to discourage people from logging a million things. Just to be a little bit more intentional about what data you are actually tracking. Chess isn't good yet. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff with chess. There's probably still some room for architecture stuff. I don't know if eventually there will be some sort of attention-based mechanism that, like, fixes our conv nightmares. Probably not. I'm gonna have to actually go through at some point. I want to just get this policy trained, though. I don't want to derail myself, so we're gonna get this policy trained in the next 10 minutes, and then we're basically gonna play with this and tweak some things. I like that the env here is at 5%. That's nice. But I think that, yeah, Finn, if you swept this thing on synchronous, and then you converted it to async, for instance, it's going to push it too far in that direction. Like, it's going to overly crank the policy because it thinks the env is very, very slow. Same with search 20. So that'll shift optimal hypers quite a bit. You hit 2,000 elo recently? Bruh. I think I'd be like 400 or 600 elo. I am awful at everything. Okay, can I read this out loud to your Jess? I don't see anything private. I think async is good from what I've seen, Finn. Non-degenerate shop use. Action with masking. Turning gold coef. Honestly, like, I think we're encouraging the shop too much. It needs to get the chance to, like, use it a couple times and buy stuff. But then, like, it should mostly end up being able to get to learn this first, like, by getting AC or getting other stuff. Identification is the massive one that's really tough, because this one is just straight up, like, human need to be told what to do. Replacing randomized glyphs with their true glyphs in the obs when identified. Bunch of glyphs for different random item names is wasteful. A single this is unknown glyph per item. 41 of random scrolls. You could actually make the obs massively faster if you do that as well. I don't think that that helps with identification, but that is a speed improvement if we can't identify. Buck identification. Never used it, needs rewards. Yeah, so it doesn't... The thing I don't get with this, Finn, is, like, let's say that you don't know how to buck test. Do you not just, like, equip whatever is cursed and then just hope you can pray it off later. Rings and amulets not used at all. Are not used at all. Yeah, so like you're literally not using the strongest equipment in the game. Oh, here's a fun idea, Finn. The game knows what all the items are internally, right? Like, the game knows all the items internally, right? Could we do something where we, like, cheat it by letting it see some of the true items during training in order for it to, like, get a sense of, like, you know, if you actually know what the item is, how useful it is? Maybe we could get it to ID stuff based on that. Planning to try that? Well, it's a good news when you anticipate the things that I suggest. That means you're learning a lot. Market work and net hack. Helpful for my own end. It's not like a market, Jess. It's like a game shop where you just go, there are items on the ground and you can pick them up in the shop and then you can hit P to pay for them. As curriculum? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Finn. Now, I don't think that there's an obvious link for, like, I know the ID of some items to I will learn how to ID items. Though I suppose if it sees how useful the rings are when it knows what the rings can do, maybe that leads it to, like, oh, when I don't have a ring, I can ID it. But that's kind of a stretch. That's kind of too high-level logic-y. We might also just be scaffolding too much. I'm trying to think, like, why don't... Here, I have 4 minutes. Why don't we do... Scroll of Identify. Spell of Identify. Sitting on a throne. Blessed Touchstone. Selling in shops. We know this, price ID. Cheat. Okay. One idea for cheating, Finn, if we wanted to let it cheat just a very small amount, would be to just tell it what is the scroll of identification and see if we can get it to use, like, to get and use those, maybe. It is still the case, though, that a lot of the time you can kind of just put stuff on. stuff. Knowledge graph approach. You definitely don't need that crap for Super Mario, first of all. There are other places where it's like maybe, but probably overkill. Would be cool. Yeah, I think it's worth. So I don't think that this is useful for long-term progress, and I really don't want to get you here. Let me frame it for you out, Finn. Okay. I don't want you to get bogged down by like doing a bunch of reward scaffolding and hacky curriculum crap with this with NetHack. I don't think that's useful. Like making sane observation and actions, that's useful. Okay? A bunch of hacky like scaffolding, not as useful. Now, what I do think that that is useful for though is like let's say that you tell it what a scroll of identification is, okay, and give it like an identify reward or whatever, right? And then it just like massively gets better and like murks Medusa or something, okay? Then you know that if the policy can learn this one thing, then everything else is solved. So you basically just have a really tough exploration problem where it's like having to have a person do like figure this out on their own without reading the wiki and if the thing were written in braille, right? And then you can basically decide whether you think it is a reasonable thing for them to figure this out or whether this is external knowledge, in which case, instead of trying to gently scaffold it towards that solution, you just give it the piece of information that it needs, like however hacky that may be, because it's like, look, obviously this is not learnable tabula rasa. Players can't figure this out on their own. They have to be told it outside of the game or inside of the game by reading the text. You know, that's fine. I think that that's the way to think of it. Also, this thing kind of sucked. But I have some local changes, so at least this will be something to look at. I would kind of prefer to look at a better policy than this, though. I do also have some local changes. I've tested masking search doesn't make stuff screw up. Do you just have that policy that you can send me? That you just linked? Sent. Thank you. At least now I have the new NetHack stuff locally. I'm very excited to play with it. To be native through that work. Oh yeah. That was a useful contribution. Thank you. If you feel you're not getting enough recognition for that, go ahead and just PR like added action masking contributed to this or that to the doc site, and I will merge that. I'm always happy to add attribution. I'm waiting for policy from Finn. Fox connection being slow. Oof. Supposed to be fast, but it sometimes is not. The heck? That's enough of that. Wi-Fi weird? Yeah, okay. Wait, and Finn will send us a thing in a second. I do honestly need to just boot up a game where I book it and see what happens. Like, what happens if you just do this, right? Interesting. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Unmask, run, and search that was trained with these. Fuck. Oh, you imbecile. Why is the policy this big? Wait, 30? Yeah. You got a chunky policy here, my guy. This 3-4 million params? How long have you been doing RL research for? Depends how you count. At the very latest, since 2018. So realistically, more 17-ish or whatever. 2017-ish. 9 years. Doing other areas of ML before that. 3.9 million parameters, yes. Obviously, Finn, I'm gonna need the model size params from you, right? I need to know the model size. Unless encoded somehow. So we'll unmask like this, yeah. I don't know the model dims, man. Like that, like I need the number of layers and the hidden size. Obviously, I'm gonna take the time to make sure the full demo is good. This is just one off. Model dim's already fine. It can't possibly be fine because you had a 1.9 mil parameter. Oh, maybe from the score config it was. Depth config was 1.9 mil. That's what you sent. Not the model that you sent, but the config. Okay. Good job with this, holy. Little spammy, but we run. We get some gold. Boom, boom. Unencumbered. Sewer rat bites. Agent the Puffer. I like our Agent the Puffer. Are you sure dims didn't change? In this one, I think this policy is definitely loaded correctly, or it would just hard fail. It doesn't consider this to be... It, like, looks spammy because of the run key. And then the hunger thing is really hard to learn. Oop. So we are at Delve level 4. And is this level... what? We're level 1, I think, still, right? Okay, interesting. What are we gonna do about this, huh? That was probably a search. It's like, yo, what is this, right? Auto pickup is fully on. Alright, we found it. We kill the rat. Wait, the magenta potion evaporates. Did we try to drink a potion and go blind? It's kind of funky. SP sleep. Oh, we got a blessed spellbook of sleep. That's funny. As I haven't played monk. Valk only. Oracle. We have leveled up. We're a little bit spammy, I feel like. We're like a little bit spammy. We're lacking a sense of urgency here. We're stunned. Yeah, that's Sokoban. We avoid that. We're killing things. We're killing things. We're not just Elbereth rushing. I mean, this does look like NetHack. This gameplay. Also, are the rooms just actually cyan, or did you make the room cyan for the puffer? We're level 4. Blue jelly. I made the room cyan. My man. You're beginning to feel hungry. Did we eat something? How did we just get rid of hunger? The official NetHack texture pack from Puffer. Roth is tough. We kill the Roth. Oh, we leave. We go around the jelly. Interesting. We kill this rock piercer. You eat the rock piercer. Okay, so it eats the rock piercer. It does eat corpses. Shouldn't be starving. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Wait, is this up? What are we doing? We have the down right there. Are we actually exploring? Wait. We are exploring intentionally here, right? Eating message getting auto-skipped by macro. It does show, it showed the corpse. Like the corpse eating. You finished eating the thing. But yeah, some stuff is getting skipped. We just yellow lighted ourselves, I think. You're getting the munchies. This orange is gnarly. Uh-oh. We have a hallucination. Okay, we got robbed by a nymph. We're hallucinating. You missed. Yeah, we're still hallucinating. The Rudy. Okay, so it's a straw golem. We kill this. Yeah, we're net hacking a little bit. Love the interview. Thank you. A random interview. Every day needs to be net hack day. I wish. All right. Can we figure out Finn, do you see something wrong with the message here? I don't know. Is that a typical NetHack message? It actually just keeps going. When you eat, that appears when you eat an apple or pear on a Unix system. Wait, are you shitting me? Is that actually an Easter egg in the game? Uh, okay, I love NetHack. Holy crap. I had to remove the Mac one. It was messing up Cross Machine to You can't make this stuff up. Holy crap. That's amazing. Full health. Is it getting rewarded for seeing new rooms, by the way, or just new levels? Oh. We have, how did we ID the scroll of identify? New depth. It seems a little confused, yeah. I wonder if it's trying to kill the nymph. I would be trying to kill this nymph right now. It just stole an uncursed scroll of identify from us. That's a very, very valuable item it took. But no, we don't know how to do that, sadly. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. We just drank potion, didn't we? You feel better. I think we just YOLO'd a potion and got healed. I'm not positive. It did use Sleep Ray. Oh, that's actually awesome, because now we should learn Identify then, because if we start with the scroll, if you start with the scroll, you know what it is. So if you start with Identify scrolls, then you know every single scroll of Identify. So I would agree that just, like, combining unknown scrolls, Finn, that actually might be pretty powerful. At the very least, it would need a bit for it. We are now on depth 13. And now we're kind of starting to YOLO a little bit. Can we kill this thing? Yeah, we can kill a killer bee. We're not that weak. That's a cockatrice. Are we dead here? Wait, we know not to hit the cockatrice? Really? We're level 6. You drop a banded male. Okay, that's sad. We are, a monk. We drop banded male. That's a cockatrice. Oh, we're gonna get stoned here, aren't we? No. We Elbereth the cockatrice. You don't feel sleepy. We got sleep res. We just Elbereth cockatrice. That's decent, right? Those things are annoying. What are we stunned? Incredibly sick. We have food. Oh, okay. Food poison. Cool. I don't know what we got it from, though. Like, what did we have that got, gave us nausea? Oh. You're now more skilled in martial art. Oh! Hey, Finn, can it level up? Can it level up its unarmed? It can. Does it do it? Like, is it scripted or what? Automatic? Okay. And we just get to level 14 and we find something we're not ready for with... Wait, why do we have 10 AC? And now we're kind of just getting swarmed by stuff that we should not be fighting with 10 AC. I don't know if a water nymph, like, did we get all our armor stolen or something? We're dead here unless Elbereth. And we got hit with a wand of striking. Lovely. So we kind of just got surrounded by hard stuff. So, key errors, honestly. So, Finn, key error from this, right? It wasn't completely booking it down, like, way before it should. It was under-leveled a little bit, but not that bad. The main issue is 10 AC. It literally had 10 AC. I didn't fully see, but I think that I think it just had armor stolen by a nymph. Or can a nymph even steal armor you're wearing? It can steal your weapon, right? But like, can a nymph steal something you're holding? Hang on. Yes, it can. Because it charms. Okay, cool. So we lost our armor to a nymph. And then we're on depth 14 or whatever with 10 AC. And already a little bit under leveled, and that's GG. Right? Here's what we're gonna do. Honestly, I think that the most productive thing that I can do right now, as funny as it is... Have you ever tried to play like the agent does, Finn? What is the alignment of the monk typically? What was the alignment? Is it lawful? Neutral. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's just get this keyboard. What's the show inventory setting? That's fine. I can just hit I. That's fine. So we're gonna play like the agent does. We don't need to corpses. Or rather, we're gonna play, like, restricted. We're not gonna make any high-level decisions whatsoever. Plumed helmet. Cool. Hold on, I gotta do one thing on my side monitor here. The live button is covering his eyes. What? The live button is covering his eyes. Oh. Also. Your mind oscillates briefly. Home of opposite alignment. Lovely. So I didn't even know. Yeah, don't do that. Potion of healing. Can take things. We can't ID them. Well, actually, we can ID things on a monk, can't we? But we can only do it with a scroll of identification. I think that's reasonable. Okay. Remember not to wear body armor yet on monk. And I think it's reasonable that we just leave our pet as well, right? So how far can we get while playing NetHack really stupidly is the question. Oh, we also have I've never played monk. How do we use we literally have a spell of healing, don't we? He is nice. Oh, well, Z for spells. Oh, wait. Plus spellbook of protection, I see. Cool. Statue of Giant Rat. Protection is Policy's favorite, because it's easy. Why do you backstab? Because it's easy. Does a lot of damage. What the? That's a hobbit. Die. Take out. See. I'm shortcutting because I think that it's reasonable for it to just learn to take everything and then drop crap it doesn't want. I think that's reasonable. I'm trying to not do anything I don't think that we could reasonably learn Tabula Rasa just by playing around, basically. And we're not going to care too much, by the way, if about hidden anything. So unless we get stopped from progressing, I'm going to hit S a couple of times. And then I'm just going to go. What do we have? We got a tin. We don't have any armor yet. Take something out. BA. I think it knows how to throw things, doesn't it? So I think we will use those darts if I need them. It's 3 p.m. I can definitely get a good run in if I'm quick. Basically, we're just going to see how I do compared to the agent rollout. The heck is this? Moat? Oh, yeah. Well, we're not going to... Again, we're not going to even interact with... We're not even really going to interact. I can't wear this banded mail. Oops. Bear trap, lovely. I'm basically just going to progress at the normal exploration rate. We're playing NetHack. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We learned to spam Elbereth. Kill the Hobbit. See, that's so annoying with Monk, right? We have an Elven Mithril coat, and we can't wear it. I don't think I know about NetHack. Wait, what do you mean you don't know about NetHack? It's like one of the most influential games of all time. Oh, note that we actually... This is not our dog. Okay. Okay, I can take this cloak. And that's it. I can take the Mithril coat to sell, because it does know how to sell things. W. Nope. That's super annoying, though. Because we found lots of armor. Or dumped. Lovely. And then what's this? Yeah, we're done with this. Okay. We're on D level 5 so far, with a couple close ones, but nothing Like, basically not really getting punished for playing this way. Just kind of funny. Oh. Potions of healing. Drop. W. E. We even have a magic marker, which I'm going to drop, even though that's an awesome item, because there's just no way we would be able to use that. So let's just, even though we have, like, we got the awesomest thing ever, our agent is not going to be able to use it. Level 4? And we do not know the entrance. Oops. I'm confused. I shouldn't have gone up. Let's go up. Didn't finish exploring. We're gonna pray soon. Okay. Iron shoes. We do not have iron shoes. Perfect. We are allowed to wear those. This is one of the major things our agent did not do, was get itself some footwear. We're gonna just not even bother checking if it is cursed or not. And we're just gonna wear G. +0 pair of iron shoes. What's this? Hobgoblin trapped in a web. We do not care about the hobgoblin. Oops, there's more over here. Oh, $A. So what are we on? We're on depth 5 with AC 2. So I think that my progression so far is significantly better. However, whoops. I don't know whether I'm actually going to be able to get as deep as the agent does. I would think that just by doing this, when would I expect to get punished for playing this way? I mean, not until we're just gonna skip the dwarven, like the gnomish mines entirely, right? We'll dip into Sokoban. Yeah, we're gonna dip into Sokoban. I'm gonna pass a few turns here. Don't want to pass too many, but I need some heals. What's this? Yellow mold, we don't care. Okay. Oh, I understand, Finn. But, that's too many turns to pass. Passing that many turns should make you anxious. Like, that's your food timer. If you're using search 20 to search as well, like, that's too much. Not going to take the mummy wrapping. That's too complicated to use. I don't even know what we killed. Just some newts. Take a food ration. It's uncursed. Yay. Okay, so the monk actually does start. I'm kind of seeing why this is considered easy for the early game. Like, if you start, it really does depend, I think, on your starting stuff. But, like... Okay. What do we drop here? Strength is pretty low. I say we drop the spell books because unless we're gonna identify those, I think we'll just stick to our starter book. And again, we're not trying to play well, we're trying to play simple like the agent does. Okay. I'm stunned. Interesting. We don't want to... Oops. That is a floating eye. Throw T. I don't have anything else to throw. It's annoying. Well, floating eyes are kind of off the board then for getting... I mean, if there's nothing that I could zap something at it, I guess. I have no idea what this does. Let's just zap. How is it not dead? I don't even know what that just was, but whatever. Okay. Okay, this is now kind of getting weird. Where's our entrance? There it is. Blue jelly, that's fine. I'm just trying to get a sense of, like, how well you can do playing like the agent does, you know? With, like, a little bit of refinement, even. Okay. Oh. Hallucinating, hallucinating, hallucinating. So... got some money. Feel stealthy. Okay, Quoth. Okay, we kill the giant ant with protection up. That was better, right? Fuck. Oh, geez. Okay. I have power at the moment, so I'm fine. Okay, zap. Boom. Boom. A wand of digging. That is amazing. We can definitely zap wands. Okay, oracle level. This is surprisingly, though, it's manageable, but stuff's pretty deadly. What do we have here? Wand of digging. I thought we had an identify scroll. Oh, we have remove curse. We don't have identify. Well, I mean, that's kind of better that we don't. Okay, here's the floor down, but unlike the agent, we are going to explore a little bit more here. Orcish helm. Oh, we can just remove that. I didn't realize that. We can pray. Oh, okay, that's it, actually. Unless there is something. Oh, there's nothing here that I can see. And again, we're not going to go crazy exploring. We're just going to explore a little bit. I think we're fine on prayer, right? The hell? Pony. Armor and weapons randomized. They're randomized and they scale. So the reason that we're doing this, right, is like basically the agent has access to a subset of the mechanics if you think about it, just because it's not reasonable to expect them to learn some of the things that essentially require a lengthy text instruction set in order to pull off. Stuff like, go dilute a couple of potions and then go drop them on the altar to make holy water and then dip your stuff in the holy water to bless it. Like, that's not going to happen. Or, oh, you start with a magic marker? Cool, you can do that, but now you can also dip your scrolls in and you can write identify on your scrolls to get the identification spell. Like, that's not going to happen, right? That's Sokoban, isn't it? Yeah, so we can't do anything in Sokoban, but we can do this and we can do this. That's allowable. We're going to assume that there's no way we can solve Sokoban. What's this? Cobalt. Level 6. I don't really think we have much use for any of this, to be honest with you. Like, all these random potions, right? If we start with Potion of Healing, then we know what it is. 2 trillion. Yeah. Annoying passive. Oh. Uh... Yeah, Finn, can we kill this? I don't think so, right? Wait, we're stealthy. Okay, well, we fucking book it. We fucking book it is what happens now. Uh-oh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, wait, you can't reach the ground. Lovely. That's tough. Okay, so I can do protection. This is gonna kill me. You can't engrave here. I can zap a wand. No, I can't. I can quaff again. This is the problem with using prayer as well for, I'm being held, right? I mean, I can try it. I mean, I may as well, right? Just see what happens. Yeah, no. I mean, I can try pray. No, I'm dead. Well, that's with AC -2 and properly leveled. That's basically just because I didn't identify. Look, we had a Ring of Regeneration on here. Gain ability. Lots of spells. Lots of good scrolls. How would I have handled this normally? Well, I wouldn't have left my pet, probably. Maybe at this level I would have. Had a luck stone on us as well. Owlbear on level 8 is not particularly unlucky either, is it? I mean, realistically, the mistake was fucking around with this treasure room. Or treasure zoo. With a yellow light at the door as well. I mean, we have to try this one more time. I'm gonna go quick. That is already messed up. What in the heck? Oh, statues, okay. Or this. What do we start with? Healing this time. Clear potion. Water. The hell? Just fall to level 4, I guess, immediately. Plate mail. That would be nice to have. if I could use that at all. It's locked. I don't really have anything to force it with either. Okay, so there's nothing here. Realistically, when I got the Wands of Digging, I could have just zapped them and gotten super deep. Well, this is now annoying, because what am I supposed to do? Did I miss an entrance? I didn't, right? There it is. And again, I am going quick here. As best as I can. I'm not exactly a great player. I know the basics only. Oh wait, can we move this around? This train strength? I think this does, right? Not push it too much. We have 17. Statue. Locked chest, lovely. Okay. Gonna take these darts. We want lots of weak things to kill so we can get some XP. Vibration. No door. Longsword. Can I use that? I don't think I can, right? You monk punches things. Or can you use this? Yeah, just martial arts. So they are you supposed to punch things. Cool. Okay, so you cannot equip any armor or you're just screwed, which is great. I actually think that the other thing I want to do, yeah, let's go down at this point. I'm gonna try the same strat if this doesn't work, probably off stream with Valk, and see if we would expect it to be better. Mr. What? What on earth is that? I don't even know what the hell. Stethoscope, that's worthless to us because we are agent and we don't know what we're doing. Ooh. So, pickaxe is interesting to us. I know what I'm going to do at the end of the stream with that thing. Provided I don't get one shot by something stupid. I'm also going to start eating. I think we'll just eat some of our food while we still have it. So we can save our prayer for if we need it in a pinch. Okay. Okay. A few apples. Okay. Farm. What's the ring? Ring. Granite ring. Very nice. Why are there just two of these guys here? You feel healthy? We heal ourselves, right? We have healing. That's nice. Runed dagger. Okay. I like a runed dagger. We can use that to open some chests. Okay. Some apples. Okay, that's not bad. Peaceful monkey. These are peaceful. Cool. What? Okay, this is Oracle room. Uh the one on the left. And on the right a little bit. Um Uncursed fortune cookie is H. Okay, we got some of this. And now we need now wield the lamp. Oh wait, unwheeled. So notice we have not gotten any armor. We do have a ring that I'm attempted to put on. We found 2 long swords, which is funny, but we can't really do much with those. And some rings. Okay, this is a floating eye. I think it's reasonable. One of these is cursed. I think it's reasonable to do that. To kill floating eye with ranged weapon and eat the corpse. I think that is something we can do. That, like, the agent could figure out, in theory. Sokoban, ring and tripe rations. What's this? Yeah, that's all. I think that's all we're allowed to get from Sokoban. I'm tempted to put some of these rings on. Do we want the agent to just be putting on random rings? Could be something very bad. I would not just be putting on random rings. Oop. I think what is the play here? Because there's no way we can buck test these rings. Could we get holy water? We can't. Remove curse? We don't. Uncurse scroll of enchant armor. Oh, god damn it. This is why you don't, Okay. Bro. Kind of crazy how far the agent gets just doing crazy things. Like, I would not expect the agent to get that far, actually, now that I've been playing. There are just so many things that can randomly kill you. So I think we have to decide soon whether I'm going to put on any random rings, or if I'm going to wait to put on everything at once. I'm on D level 9, and I have not found a single piece of armor to wear. And I have not been doing great exploration, but I have been exploring some stuff. I've been completely doing nothing. Can't find anything there. Hmm. Needs to go to the mines to gear it properly. You might be right. I mean, just to get... Like, the monk's not even needing armor. It just needs, like, something, man. Some boots or whatever. So I guess if you just miss the mines... A lot of things can kill you in the mines as well. To be fair. I mean, I have a couple of rings I could wear. I wonder if it's worth it just on average. If you're like, the hell is this? That is not a friend. Stay away from that. Okay, throw. Yeah. What? Oh. Dude. Grab boots and pickaxe and then dip. Yeah, you're right. It could. We did get a pickaxe, so to be fair, I'm ending stream in 10 minutes and or 15 minutes ish. Where's this elf? Die. Should be good XP, right? Beaked polearm, huh? Game plan? I don't know yet. Get away from that. Don't want to be anywhere near statues. Particularly not statues of cockatrices. Interesting. Oh, geez. The cockatrice? Pyralisk. I would like to be not near that thing, thank you. Leather armor. That would be amazing if I were not a monk. You need some XP. Growth will be a little bit of XP. Will be a little bit of XP. Uranium wand. Bubbly potion. Okay, I got some nice wand. Should I not be hitting this? I forget if those things can just cause stoning and kill you. Okay, we're on D level 11, though. And I mean, that does feel roughly reasonable so far. Stuff's getting dangerous for sure. Like right there, is that an owl bear? No, that's a peaceful ape. Okay. Don't have bananas. What is this? We're not repeating the same thing from last time. Thank you. No, thank you. Goodbye. Crossbow. Chainmail. This game is just like trolling me with all the armor. We had a million different pieces of armor that we could use on anything other than a monk. Well, I guess not a wizard either, huh? But still. I mean, that's a pretty feels bad. I'm very confused as to where the entrances are. Okay, obviously. Uncanny feeling. No, thank you. Oh, look, there is a... God damn it, there's an entrance over there. We're not dealing with this shit, are we? I do have a pickaxe. Can I just straight start digging? Let's see. Oh. Well, that's screwed. How do I unwield something? I never have this problem. W minus. Yeah, there's a wraith here. That's a cockatrice. Um... Okay. No. What the fuck? How do you dig down with a pickaxe? Why do I forget the key? How do I apply it to the floor? Oh, dummy. I forgot the key. It's just the, it's the staircase key. B, down. Down. Is that a wraith? God damn it. Wait. It's literally my own... Great. Can I kill this thing? Oh my god. 1 HP. Lovely. Dude, that's so shitty luck as well. I did mess up. I definitely messed up. Well, we can quaff. Well. Wilmar's Ghost? Is this Bones Files? Hey, Finn, are Bones Files That's on network, isn't it, actually? Bones Files should be networked only. Right? I mean, I can definitely get deeper now, but still very dumb. Because now I'm super underleveled from 2 Wraiths somehow. So this is Death to... Okay. Death to Bones File. Right. And we die. Wait. I rubbed the lamp before and nothing happened. How did that happen? I rubbed this lamp and nothing happened. We had a genie. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to do anything with this. No bones in the end. Okay. So we just died to Bones File, I believe. Yeah, we died to Bones File, as well as me not knowing that pickaxe makes noise, as well as double Wraith horseshit. I mean, overall, the just go down strat without prep is not... It's not obvious that you can just steamroll doing that, I will say. It does make sense to me that you can get pretty deep on some rollouts getting lucky. But there are so many things that can go wrong. I also genuinely don't know what the heck else I would do on a monk. Like, let's go check the monk. I was hoping I would be able to just dig down. So you always know what a potion of healing is. That's like moderately useful. A scroll with a spell book. The resistances are nice. Not getting poison res on a Valk is very bad, but it's one of the easier ones to get early just by knowing what corpses to eat. Identification plus shops is important now. I mean, I would agree it's important. I'm just trying to think, like, what are... There's really not a basic strat is the thing that gets you way farther without identifying a bunch of stuff. We could try this stat with everything ID'd. I'd like to know if it's literally just identification, though. On a Valkyrie, it kind of would be. I know this, like, I've read this article so many times. I need to just beat the game at least once. Just very difficult. So down. No magic resist and no reflection is rough. Usually this is all wish, possibly 2. You get the Amulet of Reflection half the time from Sokoban. Poison res from corpses. Gnomish Mines. Donate to Priest for the AC boost, yeah. You definitely want to do that. Honestly, the leveling thing might not even be that bad. Hmm. How strong do you need to be to get to the castle? I'd like to know generally, like, the progression curve, I guess. There are a lot of things that you want before you get here. You definitely want the Amulet of Reflection. You want some MR. Hopefully from an early wish. Decent AC, possibly artifact weapon, actually, for sure. Monk makes that very simple in some sense, doesn't it? But it's time. I'm gonna call it for here. Thank you for tuning in, folks. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play with this a little bit more, Finn, for sure. I'm definitely gonna play with this a little bit more. I think that the main thing I really want to understand is like, I was thinking, oh, well, if the agent is just doing it that way and it's consistently getting pretty deep, then I should just be able to refine the strategy a little bit and do significantly better. But you kind of just can't. You just eventually get screwed by something. There are probably some other things I can figure out though with it. And I want to try that strategy with a couple different characters as well and see if there's like a smooth form of progression in. But yeah, thank you everyone. I will see you around. Star Puffer on GitHub if you're interested in getting involved. NetHack is the latest benchmark that we are very interested in doing better on. We have some other ones as well. So